Okay, today we're going to take a look at my LED display. Not quite finished, but the idea is to show one of each of the type of LEDs that I currently have, along with the schematic. So I managed to get this to work off of 3.5 volts, and it's actually quite nice. Let me actually turn off this light. And it's actually quite a nice display. I don't know how well that shows in the camera, but it's a nice display. Now, I had it working off of 5 volts. It worked fine off 5 volts, but I turned it down to 3.5 simply for the longevity of the LEDs. Obviously, they'll run better on a lower voltage, and they light up just fine on the lower voltage. Here's the schematic. It's color coded, which I suggest you color code when you're using colored LEDs, so you can see what color LED is in the circuit and what size resistor you're using for each one. As you can see, they're slightly different. Some of them use 220 ohms, but most of them use 150 ohms. So depending on the voltage drop of the LED would depend on the size of the resistor that you need to put in series with it. And these came yesterday. This is a complete set, well, almost a complete set of LEDs. As you can see, there's many different types, including these cycling ones. They're RGB fast and RGB slow cycling LEDs. There's also these which have RGB non-cycling, but they have a shared common anode and 3 cathodes. These you have to connect differently, and they're not in the circuit yet. I'm going to work on that another time. Also in here, where are they? They're here. These, I'm not going to use these. These are UV LEDs. I wanted the infrared ones. I've got some on order. They're coming. Infrared LEDs are used for security cameras. They give security cameras at night vision. Those are infrared LEDs. These ultraviolet ones are actually unsafe, which is why I don't want to use them. It's like looking into the sun. So if you look directly at a UV LED while it's on, it could actually damage your eyesight. So unless you have a specific use for one, I'm not even sure what they're used for. But if you have a suggestion, unless you have a specific use for one, if you're just playing around like this, I suggest then don't buy those ones. Anyway, this is today's circuit. It's 12 LEDs in parallel with resistors to protect the current draw. Right now, 12 LEDs at 3.5 volts is drawing 500 milliamps. Sorry, 50 milliamps. 500 would be about a bit much. 50 milliamps at 3.5 volts, which is not bad. I still have to add the multicolor ones, the RGB non-cycling ones. They're going to be going in here. And a future project, the wife wants me to make a string of the cycling LEDs that she can put up in the window for a Christmas decoration or whatever. That's going to require a little bit more work because I'll have to build a power supply to run them off of 120 volts AC. That will be a future project that I will show you later. Anyway, that's it for this time.